It's a trap of some kind. There's no reason why it wouldn't be.
But they don't know our numbers. They don't know our capabilities. They don't know of ours. That's next in the hole that we've got.
I'd rather
How
no
do we
one
know
knows
that they
about
don't
us.
That's a good point.
Well, we don't
They knew
even...
where we were.
No, they don't. What they knew where? They knew
They
where...
knew where the ring was.
Yeah, they know of Ciderwood. But that's because before we murdered Narc, he was able to get the message out.
Why don't we just go back to Cedarwood?
Because if Varel isn't there, then we've come all this way to try and save a girl, and then turned around halfway. We've sent a
At
message.
least one option.
Well, I mean, so far as we know, right? Nock told Lux that we were in Cedarwood.
Yes.
So he's trying to get us to leave Cedarwood,
Correct.
giving us a place we can't get to in 24 hours.
I think he's just trying to get us to leave that area. At least he believes we're in that area. So it's
Either
no
way.
longer guarded for some...
He's probably
Whatever
just trying
goal.
to get control of the situation before he really does anything.
Either way, we are still 5 days away from Cedarwood.
Any way you slice it, we're banking on him lying to us, essentially.
Yep.
So can we abandon this chapel? If in fact he isn't?
I honestly think not. If
Asteron,
by
Mm-hmm.
did he know you enough to think that you would be smart enough to realize this? Would this be a part of manipulating you as well?
He's manipulated me before, so...
Well, you said
So
he's
he
vain,
probably
right?
thinks it will work again.
He probably thinks you're a simpleton.
Probably.
No offense.
None taken, I kind of am.
You're not.
He knows what works, and why change the method?
So what do you suggest we do? We start heading back to...
But he
Cedarwood.
knows that you care enough about Varel to want to do anything. That's the thing that frightens me.
it knows that you almost tempted to sacrifice your life to save hers.
He seems to have a very select amount of information that he has and does not have.
He also only knows that your name is Asteron instead of Valrith. That gives us at least a timeline of what he knows.
Right. I'm really concerned about why Narc was able to figure out.
It means he has
My name,
someone
but-
in Cedarwood. He must.
I mean, with Narc, he might have not heard it from Luxon. Maybe he has connections to the demon lords back.
Wasn't
Oh,
Narc
but-
also the Cedarwood demons?
Well, not
or
demons, devils.
Lapdog.
So
yeah,
claimed.
he has a lot of connections. It seems. So it wouldn't surprise me that he'd know my name, unless
Then it
Luxon-
must be what I think it is. It
which
must be
is-
some kind of triple crosser.
Yeah.
If your enemy has connections to someone who has connections to the Demon Lord, and this Demon Lord wants him dead, and this person is clearly playing off both sides, I think it is what I thought it was.
Can you try and contact the Demon Lord's enforcer again?
Well, I mean, it takes a little out of me, as he starts rolling up his sleeve, showing the scar. How, would I know in character how long it takes for me to regain con?
Technically you regained it last night because you guys haven't done anything physically straining for a while.
Oh, okay, yay. I mean, I could do that. Kind of healed since the last time I did it. I don't think he's going to want to talk to me since he didn't pick up the first time.
Maybe the chance you're being persistent, wear him down, I don't know.
Maybe.
So, just to sum up, we're either fighting against a incredibly smart demonic manipulator and his mob of hired cronies, or we're fighting against a incredibly smart demonic manipulator who has ties to the demon lord Zero and wants, point to Astron, him dead and his
Or
ring back.
both.
Or both. Or alternatively, we have been sent on a wild goose chase and we're going to end up in the middle of nowhere with our tails in our hands, not really knowing what's going on.
One thing that we do know is that whatever he does know is limited information.
Limited us
Yes,
just 5 days ago.
You're only as smart as what you know.
Right, so wouldn't be showing up at the chapel
I think that'd
days
be a
sooner than he
surprise.
expected. Better than
He-
walking into anything he does expect.
Maybe.
Well, that's another thing we do know, is whoever he got the information from, which again is probably that other demon, didn't know we left Cedarwood. So it can't be the devil, and it can't be anyone working for him. It can't be the guards, because they would have known that we left.
Perhaps this narc was simply working alone and was somehow able to track Astron. I mean, the devil had knowledge that we emerged from the dark in a particular field.
he did.
Yeah. But if he does, and perhaps others do, there are other spies that know of our movements.
That's the thing, we don't need to know about those spies right now.
No.
I don't think he's gonna knows that we left. This does make sense if he thought that we would get there in time. If he wanted us to run us ragged.
So,
Right.
he gave us 24 hours to make a 2-day journey, right?
While we're 5 days away.
5-day journey.
He gave us 20
We're
hours
2
to
days.
make a 2-day. He gave us 20 hours to make a journey that we wouldn't be able to make if we were 5 days away.
So he'll probably expect us sometime next week. If we emerge tomorrow at this chapel while he's still setting up, we can perhaps get the jump on him, and before all of his pieces are in place.
It's
In which
possible.
in which case, Fiona and Melendrus will be overly valuable because she'll actually be able to sneak in and have a quick look around first. Let us know what's going on.
I mean,
If
or
he... Go ahead.
or perhaps this chapel is just completely irrelevant, just a landmark that he knew and just sent us over there,
To get us
hoping
out of the way.
to get us on the way. Or I don't.
Well, regardless, it is closer to where we are now than Cedarwood is. So we would probably arrive at the town too late
Yes, definitely.
if anything was going to happen.
I suppose one thing that you need to do is if he ever tries to contact you, you can't let any information leak.
I'd say don't even answer.
Answer, but you need to play it off completely straight.
Okay.
Perhaps if you try and beg for more time.
Exactly, that's what I mean. You need to play it
Yes.
off as if you're
Do you
doing
want
it.
me to call him right now and ask for more time?
No.
Play his own game against him.
He'll probably call you.
Make
Probably
him
to
think
mock
he
you.
has the control that he wants, when hopefully he doesn't.
Yes, you should never speak first in a negotiation.
But if I'm trying to beg for more time and play that game, shouldn't I be the one calling for whatever?
No, you shouldn't.
Alright, well,
Either way, let's make as much progress as we can towards this chapel today. I mean, we've got 2 days, we'll end up camping, recover, catch our breath, and start up early again in the morning. If we make it there, we'll have a look around, we'll see what's going on, and we'll evaluate it then. If the place looks deserted, then we've been had. If not, then we go murder party. It'll be great.
Well, if it looks deserted, they just may not have shown up yet.
That is also not a possibility.
I don't
So
know.
we could.
Why did we not have this conversation yesterday?
Because we'd been given 24 hours to make a 2-day journey, and we were flustered.
Because
That was
originally, that exact
I think we're
his
still
plan actually
flustered.
worked.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're thinking about it properly. It's just that some of you just aren't adding anything that helps. You need to think about it constructively. You don't need to think about it.
I still don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable going to this chapel now because I don't know if he wanted us to just leave Cedarwood so he can have a chance at actually getting his bargaining chip or not.
It's around this time,
I would-
Asteron, you feel that vibration and feel in your arm.
Well, look who's calling. Give me a second. As I go over to.
Remember to do it correctly.
Slice it
Sound
open.
Sound pathetic.
Do the pull scoop thing into the ground, letting the blood go.
Tick-tock, Asteron boy. I hope you're making your way over.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. Like, could you? I mean, like, it's a long ways away. Could you try, give me a little bit more time? It's not that, it's not that close, you know.
Not that close. See, I thought you would have been a lot more resourceful on expediting a journey like that to, I don't know, care about helping the person that you want. And then, like, on his side, you hear, like, noises coming from him. Oh, she is a pretty one, too.
Okay, look, just give me like another day, all right? Give me another day, and I'll head there right quick, okay?
You know what? Because we're friends and all, and you're coming to bring me a present after all, I'll tell you what. I'll give you an extra day per little digit on her cute little furry head.
Okay, just
Though, since I am a businessman and all, I'm keeping the digits. Don't take too long. As the connection in the water seems to flatten and act more like a liquid.
is anything written in the dirt?
Tick-tock again.
Okay, just switch it over, go back to everyone, unless everyone heard that.
They would have been close
I
enough to
doubt
hear.
it.
You heard it?
Yep.
Okay, so
Well then.
I don't.
He doesn't
Well, at
have.
least
He
we have
doesn't
more
have her.
information.
I doubt she.
Unless
I
he
doubt
doesn't
actually
have
has
her, and then we're even. Well, no, we're exactly as fucked as we were before.
He doesn't have Varel at all. If he did, he would want her to speak to you.
Exactly.
It would make way more sense. But he doesn't, so he just has someone probably just making some muffled moaning noises.
Mm-hmm. Well, considering that he called me makes me a little. He gave me more times telling me that he at least probably still heading over there. Otherwise, he would have called saying, "Aha, fooled you. I got Pharaoh now." So
He doesn't have all the control he wants yet,
yeah.
which means we still have some time.
Okay. Well, that makes me happier.
Well, that's the question then. Then are we going to the church or we're heading back to Cedarwood? Cedarwood, sorry.
And
We're
back
going to the church, I suppose.
Yeah,
It
because
is
he expects us
closer.
to be there.
Does anyone have a glove?
Uh,
Why?
Just something to cover Astron's hands. So we won't be able to see the lack of ring or ring from a distance.
Hmm.
Does anyone have a spare ring?
I mean, I do have a glove if you want one.
Oh, how could have fit my hand?
It should.
You have dainty hands.
Okay.
She hands out a very old pair of, like, white leathered gloves. Female, obviously.
It wouldn't be like not of Astron to wear female gloves, so he put them on. Oh, nice.
I'm still concerned on... I don't hold it against this person to just pick a random person up, even if that's not Varel.
Yeah.
As equally of a chance as it could just be one of his minions doing the noise, it could have been just another random innocent as well.
It could have been. Well, yeah.
We'd
but
still
like,
be in the same situation that we're in, regardless of who it is.
But like Akiyama said, he would have wanted her to speak to me if it was really her, so...
I think we may have an upper hand here.
So do I.
Maybe.
Very,
Well-
very tentatively, but yes.
I
The sooner
highly
we get
doubt-
there, the better.
I highly doubt he's aware of mine or Arsus's existence. And
Well,
we each have ways of killing him for good.
so when you got to Narc, he wasn't talking to Luxon at the time,
No.
was he?
He was coughing, leaning by a tree.
I don't know, are you sure? Because
He was creating that blood pool in the
The
ground.
blood pool was still there. The blood pool was there, yes.
We did muck it up, but
And there was no noise coming from it. We couldn't hear speaking. We heard coughing.
Yeah, I mean, he more than likely doesn't know about half of us.
My suspicion is he made the call and he was just bleeding out by a tree waiting to go back to hell.
Was it liquid or was it like glass?
It was like jelly. It'd been there a while.
Okay.
it was quite thick, yes.
Clotty.
Okay, well, I guess that looks in our favor. Well, we could keep making our way and then rest up so we have another day.
As much as I'd love to go back to Cedarwood to try and cut off the head of the snake, I really don't think we'll get there in time to do any good.
No, definitely.
Yeah, we're too far away.
Yeah, so we'll
I
head to
think ignoring him or going to the temple are the best options.
Can we all agree to get horses once this is done? Just so we can move a little bit faster.
From the sound of it, a lot of you need to learn how to ride.
And you're the man to teach us. I mean,
Yeah.
plan on traveling half the continent. Like, we shouldn't be walking that far.
I agree.
So, as you all make the decision to get there, but not in a rush pace, taking the day and a half to actually rest up properly, eat, and get there, we're going to take this time to take a break. So,
Cool.
thank you guys for watching. We're going to be back in 10 to 15 minutes for the continuation of Empire of the Lost next week 12. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Tune in next time for part 2, where we get even more fucked. And everything goes even more wrong.
It's an
Yeah, you mean
adventuring
where
party
everything's
overthinking
fine.
an encounter.
Everything's fine, Adrian. Everything's fine.
Totally fucking fine. Completely fine.
Everyone has a plan
Am I right in
until
saying
you get punched in the mouth.
Exactly.
Like, we're so boned.
What the hell is this music?
We're so
Sonic Death
fucking boned.
music.
I know what it is. It's just...
We're fine. We're fine. We're all gonna die.